Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. This is Arkham Thursday, Batman Beyond, Season 1, Meltdown. So, Mr. Freeze, I think, is a very misunderstood character. He's had a couple of different adaptations, most of which have failed outside of the animated series. Like, one of my favorite uh, animated Batman films is Sub-Zero from the 90s. And then you look at the Joker movies like Batman and Robin, where it's turning what is supposed to be a sympathetic character into a complete comedian. And it was terrible. It's funny because at the very end of the movie, when he goes to see Ivy in her cell, that's the Mr. Freeze we should have gotten the entire film. Because he actually seemed like he's kind of intimidating. Well, I guess we'll never know now. It was like Mr. Freeze had a couple of appearances in the animated series, but only thing is that it's tough to write fresh stories for that character because everything he does is for Nora, his wife, and just take Nora out of the picture. I just don't think he works as well as a straight up villain. Just it was like so. This episode pretty much is the spoilers. Final appearance of Victor Freeze in animation. It's kind of a redemption story for him. I think it works, especially his design in this. The new suit he gets, and they get rid of the freeze gun, which I'm like, yeah, I think it works for the most part. And it also highlights my problems with this series overall is that they just underused light in this series. It was basically Terry's nemesis. Because he is one of the coolest looking villains I've ever seen in this series, and could barely use him. See, now he's obsessed with no longer having immortality. Not even about Nora anymore. Remember, there might be some momentary discomfort. Now, this is the type of episode where Lacey character encounters a villain from the past, and it kind of works. Trust it. Neither. Then that Terry sees him catch a cat from falling into the train track, and like, yeah, there's a menace to society. And he's only saying it because he's never seen Mr. Freeze in his prime being crazy. So he's never seen Freeze as an actual villain. And they try to do this type of stuff with Miles Morales. It would work if he actually had his own villains. Unfortunately, he doesn't. I mean, he almost seems genuine. You just gotta remember that all it takes is one bad day. I remember at the end of Sub-Zero, Nora actually gets cured, I think. Everyone thinks Freeze is gone. It was a very sad ending, but It always highlighted, yeah, the best parts of Mr. Freeze. I don't know what she thought she was doing here. Well, she just signed her own death warrant. This just proves that when these villains try to get reformed, all it takes is one bad day for him to snap and Freeze lives for revenge. So the look he gives her when he walks by, like he's coming back for her, that's for sure. And the suit he wears in this is so cool. Someone ever brings Mr. Freeze back to the big screen, they need to do this design from this show. Like I don't sometimes I don't mind when histories of two different heroes clash. It's actually going pretty well here. So just like I said, Terry doesn't believe that Freeze will come back because he's never met the actual Mr. Freeze from back in the day. Here it comes. There it is. Here it is. It's so cool. I love this design from Mr. Freeze. Oh, damn. He's going after her first. Do I? Now she's going to get hers. Remember, there might be some momentary discomfort. Damn, man. I knew she's going to get hers. Now, with good writing, someone can really Mr. Freeze freaking badass. As long as they don't make him do ice puns all the freaking time. Like Arnold. Here comes Blake versus Mr. Freeze. It's actually really cool. Unfortunately, they don't do that much with Blake. That's my main complaint about this series. Got a cool new villain for Terry, and they really use him. I kind of miss the freeze gun, but I think this works for the futuristic setting. The heat is on. He looks awesome. I don't know why they didn't use him more. You really see something like that. It's like two villains fighting each other. Wave sunshine. Like, because he's giving off like radiation and stuff. Light. This is like the only time they actually fight in the entire show. Damn. I'm afraid he actually wanted to get killed in this, so this was his big send off. I do wish, yeah, my only complaint is I wish that Light got more screen time in the series. Such a missed opportunity. And he's might be the coolest villain that we get in this show. Something actually original. Going to look at most legacy characters like Miles Morales. He ain't got no villains. So of course to make this cool looking dude or Terry basically his nemesis, his Joker, and then really utilize. That's my main gripe with this show. Perhaps if they got more seasons, they could have brought him back. Especially when Terry learns that there are powers. I think another episode in the season. That could have been a really cool dynamic to play around with going forward, but I don't know. I just guess we'll never know why they didn't use him more.